what's up, guys? How are you doing? Back on another trail with axlebenders. We are going to Valley of the Moon. We're going to be running the trail up to Elliot's Mine, I believe, and then back down. I think it's only about a 5 to 9, somewhere around there, mile trail. Shouldn't be too difficult to run. Got a smaller group with us today. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to see everyone. 6, 7. About 7 Jeeps with us. Everyone's got a Jeep. Everyone's in a Wrangler, except for me. I'm in the Grand Cherokee in the WJ. We got 1 TJ, 1 CJ, and the rest of the vehicles are what I believe is JKs. Can't really see the profiles perfectly, but it looks like everyone's in a JK. Some 2-doors, some 4-doors. Everybody's rolling on at least 35s, except for me. I'm on 33s. So I'm going to be the least capable of all the vehicles, but not too worried. If I get stuck, these guys will be here to help me out. So if you're in the San Diego area and you're thinking about going wheeling, Valley of the Moon, it's right off Highway 8. You get off at the Chevron gas station, and then you just follow the road there at the Chevron gas station to the trail, heading east, following the highway. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause until we get to the trail. All right, we made it to the entrance of the trail. I'm following my dad and his TJ. Mexico and California, so there might be some random gravel or paved spots, I'm assuming, just to make it easier to get out to that border for border patrol. It's also a hiking trail and a biking trail, pretty much just all uses, so there might be some random people on the trail like we got here up above. Right now I'm still kind of chilling in 2-wheel drive. Nothing seems too difficult yet, so I'll throw it into 4-wheel when I have to. road's like got random spots of pavement on there, but the pavement itself doesn't even look like it's was ever level. It almost just follows the contour of the trail that was already there. So all the bumps are in the pavement. I would think that they smoothed that out. Maybe it was smoothed out at one point in time, but after wear and tear and use, it kind of just started sinking in a little. But pretty moderate trail so far. Nice scenery if you like looking at the California desert. And we're pretty much just switchbacking all the way up. This is a little steeper than it looks like. Still in two-wheel drive though. It's definitely a tighter trail up here. Like you're not going to have oncoming traffic. You're not going to be able to pull over, at least at this portion of the switchback. But it is paved, so really simple. low here. Looks like it's a little more rocky. a good spot to switch into, and probably just keep it there. We're not going too fast anymore anyways. Show too well on the camera are definitely gets the Jeep rocking, which is fun. So this is pretty steep here in front of us. You probably can't see how steep it is. Maybe if I slow down and let Bill and the TJ roll up, you can see how different it is. Looks interesting. The road's definitely a little more washed out here, which makes for some fun flexing. That was fun. Lots of rocks, lots of off-camera stuff and some washed out areas.
Coming at you.
Say that again.
People right in front of you coming down the trail. Say again. Motorcycle, stop where you are.
Bill, is it just the one?
Just the one rider. right a little bit, that's the Elliott mine where those guys are sitting.
So I've never been on this trail before, and obviously it's called Valley of the Moon. I've watched other videos, and they talk about how the valley itself is not open for driving around. So I gotta assume that we're not in the valley, but this little valley that we're in, it's beautiful. Like, the rocks are just massive, and the boulders are just massive, and looks like there was a fire at one point in time, so unfortunately, like, some of the manzanita and other cacti are a little burnt, but it's a beautiful scenery. It definitely makes you feel small. But yeah, I've seen the signs as we were on the trails, and not a single one of them said that we weren't supposed to be on the trail. And I could see a few Jeeps up here too, so I mean, we're obviously going to the same places that they are, so definitely not going the wrong direction. But But if you can't go to the valley and this isn't the valley, then definitely still worth it. Hey Bill, you have one of your KC lights hanging from the front of your Jeep.
I had what hanging?
Your big KC like fog light is just hanging, the passenger side one.
You said Bailey, did you mean Bill?
Bill, yeah, like Bill Cole, your headlight, no, not headlight, but your fog light, your KC fog light on your passenger side is just hanging.
Okay, we're rolling again.
Definitely some rocky boulder off camber stuff. Traction is kind of there though, so it's not sand, it's rock, but the rock itself is still kind of sandy, like there's sand on top of it. Definitely feel like I'm flexing this thing out. looks interesting. This one's gonna be interesting. Let's watch Bill's line here and figure out what he does. And see, that's how steep it is. You can't even see where he's at. All right. Let's see what we do. Little speed. Oh, no problem. Thought that was gonna be a little more difficult. Formation in front of us. It looks like a cow hoof, camel toe. Turn sideways. Alright, we got to the end of the trail, so we're turning around, and we actually got on like an offshoot, one that we didn't intend to go on, so we're going back to where we took the fork, and we're going to go to a different route. Looks like there's a lot of those like little offshoots here and there. What's kind of cool is that coming down this trail was probably a little more easy than it is going to be going back up it in certain spots. So even just doing this little quick turnaround, it's going to be totally different ride on the way back. So definitely fun. Definitely worth coming out to Valley of the Moon. Video does not do this off-camber bumpy trail justice. You can kind of see Bill's TJ in front of me, a little off-camber and off-kilter, but driving the WJ, I'm all over the place. Not hard, not difficult, but I always feel like the video, it always seems like we're just driving down a totally flat road with some random little hills, and I feel like this is a little more than just a random road with some little hills. Not difficult, just a lot more funner than it looks on camera. I went off the beaten path a little bit. Definitely bumped on more things. Definitely dragging that trail hitch. Tow hitch, I should say.
Are we just going out the way we just came in?
Yeah, so in front of us is where we took the left to come this way. It's also where like the Jeeps were in front of us. So if you were to go straight, that would be different, I think.
Because I was looking for a road that would shoot off of us going down.
I'm pretty sure we came from the right. Like if you were to take a right now, that's where we came from. Because see these Jeeps over here to the left, we're parked in the exact same spot. Following the lost leader. Getting lost out here is fun though, so it don't matter. Tight, little rocky. bouncing a little bit coming through here. So let's see what happens.
You need a spot, Leo?
I think I'm good. Maybe a spot just so I can see where I'm going. Alright, we had to stop there for a second. Stop to spot one person and then wanted to make sure everyone else went through, and we did. So back at it. The WJ is doing really well, especially for not being locked and only on 33s. I would like more clearance though. If I'm scraping just on my sliders and my tank skid and my toe hitch, that's fine. I'm just worried about scraping on other things or breaking like not breaking, but denting in the skid plate on the gas tank, or smashing in the exhaust or something. But I think that I'm just sliding on the sliders and on just the skid tank, or the skid. Wow, I can't think right now. The tank skid. I could see the places where I was rubbing on it, and I could definitely see where I was hitting the tow hitch. But WJ is doing really well. I really think that we're just on a whole bunch of little offshoots, not necessarily going anywhere specific. I think there's a group ahead of us.
Because of the group in front of us, we decided to turn around right here. This is the end of part 1 of the video. We'll keep going to part 2 from this point.